Hello everyone and welcome to So Many Games to Little Time. My name is Joachim and this is kind of like part 2 of the Western Legends big box, well, not really unboxing, but I guess it's more like a reboxing, because I took everything of the games and I finally put it in here. If you remember the first video, there was a wooden insert. I installed that, assembled that wooden insert. So let's see what it looks like now. So obviously I am not using everything the way it's normally used. Okay, so first of all, I have this bookmark. It serves no purpose, but I just wanted to keep it around until I actually do use it. So it's in here. This is just my, as you can see, my terrain. Now, if you look at the organizer here, they don't mention anything about terrain or whatever. They just say you have a small miniatures tray, you have a large miniatures tray, but it doesn't fit in there. It's normally the gambler track tray, but I don't have the boards anymore, so I just have the mat. The boards would normally be here and everything. As you can see here, map and rules and everything underneath. But in this case, it doesn't apply to me. So I guess you could argue it's not a reboxing because I left stuff out. But I'll just show you what I do have and then what it looks like for me. Because I think so much stuff has come out already for Western Legends. The configuration might be different for everybody anyway. So this stuff, this is basically what I printed from BGG. Just an overview for everybody what kind of items are in the store and everything. But these can now be randomized, so I just kept them still, but I think I can throw these away actually. Then here is also from BGG, basically an outline of the rules to quickly explain everything to people. You know, I would suggest you do that too. Just make sure you have the updated one because, like I said, so much stuff has come out. Once again, players' turn overviews, that's on here as well. Right, a bunch of those as well. And then this is the Blood Money rulebook. Technically, I don't need it anymore, but I haven't played with Blood Money yet, so I want to make sure that the other rulebook really works. We'll see that in a second. So here, once again, the other player turns, player aids, I guess. But then these are quite bigger. Yeah. So anyway, these are all just on top, obviously. Yeah. Then next up is this. This came with Blood Money. This basically replaces that track and has the story cards here and so on to come up as well. Yeah. So double-sided as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. So that's also just on top, together with all the player boards. Now I've seen other types of player boards on Etsy, and I kind of want to have them, but then for sure this box will have lift. All right, and then of course here you see this already. It's kind of like edging out. These are as is described in the insert. These are called, is it player card holders? I think they are player card tray. So this is just a tray for your cards. Okay, there's 6 of them. Yeah, so these go on the side together with, like I said, this is my terrain. You might have that, you might not have that. You might have the gambler tray and put it there. So I think in the gambler tray, normally here you put these things, right? The faro stuff, but I decided to keep it there. Anyway, here we have the player card holders, like we said, right? Player card trays, sorry. And then this is the compounded rule book. This is the rule book of everything, hardcover, really nice. Yeah, so has so much stuff in there and everything nicely in there. You can see here, and with all the abbreviations, you see what's actually in there. Western Legends, Fistful of Extras, The Good, the Bad, Handsome, Western Legends, Anti-Up, Wild Bunch of Extras, and Blood Money as well should be. Anyway, that's in the middle. This actually goes into the rule book to, you know, keep track of where you were last. And then we have all the trays. What are all the trays good for? Now I think maybe if you're like me, then you would scratch your head a little bit at some of these, I don't know, choices. For example, these are supposed to be the poker chip trays, but I actually can put all the poker chips in one tray. But then you can argue, you know, there's a lot of people. Maybe you need two to put them around. But then every type only has 8 poker chips, so it's not like it's like a huge difference. But anyway, so yeah, there's 2 of those, just so you know. Yep. And then here I have an empty token tray, token bits. This is separated. Maybe after playing I might realize that some stuff should rather go in here, but at the moment it's empty. I was unable to find a clear explanation of what goes where, so I think they call it, what do they call it? Token tray C. So here you go. Here I just put everything together, right? The green ones, the exclamation ones, these ones, the mining ones, the extra cattle style ones, the maps, the different tokens for like the lairs, the mines, and so on. Here we have for the man in black, right? The stranger, right? All these tokens are there. Then here we have the large miniature tray. Yeah, you can see these are the buildings that I painted. This one here is actually from the Blood Money expansion. Obviously not painted yet. Haven't painted the tray either, but the other stuff are, like I said, Etsy stuff. These are the small miniatures. I put 2 of these with their, I guess not capes, but their long coats. They're a bit too wide for regular spots, so I put them here. There's still 2 spots open. I don't really know why. Maybe I did miss something somewhere, but it is what it is. Here, this might be a bit strange. Like in here, they call these shell trays and the shell tray rack. So the side is pretty though, but what I did is I just put all the player tokens in here, which I think they're supposed to be like that because there's 6, right? And it looks like a gun shell, you see. So in there is the base for your hero, the Pharaoh tokens, and then everything else. The bullets, the tokens and everything. Yeah, everything else that I have for each color. All right. So let me put everything back in there. The Pharaoh tokens and so on cooperate. At least. All right, so it's like that for every color. And I think it looks nice like that when you take it out as well, with the shiny metal upgrade tokens. Okay. Then here we have just another tray, the blood die, the blood tokens, and then the bandits and so on, and the first player token. Here we have the large card tray, the small card tray, and I'm not going to show you what I did where. Basically all the different types go in different sections. That's basically it, right? Here we have 3 small tokens, and this is kind of special, to be honest. So this here is a traveling trader, right? And this here at the bottom is a trading post. Now, according to the stacking guide, these 2 just nicely slot into each other, but I guess that is when you have the wooden version. For this one, I don't have the wooden version, so it doesn't nicely stack up, so I have to dismantle this, otherwise it sticks out and it just messes up everything. Here I have 3 tokens. This is for the new frontier, all those numbers that you put all over. This is for more, is it face-off tokens? I forgot the name. It's been a while since I played, but... And then here, these deeds. Deed of lands as well, put those in there as well. But honestly, you just put whatever you want, wherever you want, because it just says tokens, you know, it doesn't have a specific name of what should go where or whatever. This one is also special because this is actually just, once again, the same thing. It's a general store, but it has a lid. See? This is just a lid. This is not used for anything. It is just purely a lid, so it covers it up and it's easier to stack things on top of it, of course. Which, you know, it works. And then here we have the prospector tray, so the gold and the dice, right? And then here at the bottom we have the legendary point tray with the little bag with the legendary markers in there that you just pull whenever you get one. All right, so that's basically it. That's what it looks like when you have everything in the end. Pretty straightforward, honestly. But like I said, it's probably going to be different for everyone, simply because I have some stuff, you might have some other stuff, but in the end we'll all have the same insert. So at least I hope that will make it a little bit clearer of what I put where. Once again, I didn't go over the cards. Maybe you're like, oh, you should have gone over the cards. I understand, but you just put it where you want, you know. That's kind of it. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this all works once it's set up on the table. And once again, a big difference will be, of course, if you have the boards still, you know, then of course that'll take up some space as well. But in any case, you see what the insert looks like. All different trays that you have, you can spread it out how much you want as well. I have to say, I did not use glue everywhere. I only used it here and there, honestly, where I thought it wasn't necessary, because it was pretty stuck already, all the pieces, and I was doing it late at night. Now, what I do most, I always do it like that, to be honest. It might happen that later on, I will be, when I'm playing, it gets loose, then I add glue, you know, where it's needed. In this case, I couldn't really because of my sleeping daughters, and so I had to do it all very quietly. Okay, so we've basically reached the end of everything. So I'm going to put all this back, and yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and keep an eye out for any playthroughs and so on. And yeah, I'll see you next time. My name was Joachim. This was so many games, so little time. Bye-bye.